Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundless success to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup.
This is the raw, naked truth.
An anti-Semitic attack in Washington. The big, beautiful bill passes the House. Gas prices hit their lowest point in 4 years and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. 2 Israeli embassy staffers were shot and killed Wednesday night outside the Capitol Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. A pro-Palestinian man is in custody after claiming responsibility for the deaths of the embassy staff members who were leaving an event at the museum, authorities confirmed. The Embassy of Israel to the United States identified the victims as Yaron Lishinsky and Sarah Milgrim, who were set to be engaged. Metropolitan Police Department Chief Pamela Smith said during a news conference that officers responded to multiple calls of a shooting near the museum at around 9:08 p.m. on Wednesday. When authorities arrived at the scene, a man and a woman were found unconscious and not breathing. Despite life-saving efforts from first responders, Smith said both were pronounced dead. A 30-year-old man identified as Elias Rodriguez of Chicago is believed to have committed the act alone and is in custody, Smith said, adding that his gun was also recovered. President Donald Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill passed the House of Representatives early on Thursday morning with few Republican defections. It is a significant victory for House Speaker Mike Johnson, who navigated deep inter-party friction within the House GOP conference to deliver a product that few Republican lawmakers ultimately defected from. The bill is a sweeping multi-trillion-dollar piece of legislation that advances Trump's agendas on taxes, immigration, energy, defense, and the national debt. Republicans spent more than 48 hours continuously working on the bill from the time it came before the House Rules Committee, the final gatekeeper before a House-wide vote at 1 a.m. on Wednesday, to when it passed the chamber just after sunrise on Thursday. It quite literally is morning again in America, Johnson said. What we're achieving today is nothing short of historic. The FDA has announced it will limit future COVID-19 booster shots to Americans over 65 and those with high-risk medical conditions, effectively ending universal annual recommendations and reducing eligibility to roughly 1/3 of the population. Officials said routine boosters are no longer justified for healthy individuals unless vaccine makers conduct new placebo-controlled trials, a requirement companies argue is unrealistic due to the rapid evolution of viral variants. At the same time, the FDA has expanded warning labels on Pfizer and Moderna's mRNA vaccines to reflect a higher risk of myocarditis and pericarditis, heart inflammation, particularly in males aged 16 to 25. The update follows new agency data and long-term follow-up studies. Separately, a Senate report led by Senator Ron Johnson accuses the Biden administration health officials of delaying public warnings about these risks in 2021, despite early alerts from Israeli authorities and the Pentagon. The Justice Department has opened an investigation into former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, now a leading New York City mayoral candidate, after a referral from congressional Republicans who accuse him of lying while testifying about his handling of the COVID pandemic. The inquiry follows the DOJ's decision to drop a separate corruption case against current Mayor Eric Adams. Cuomo still retains a double-digit lead in the mayoral race. Gas Buddy, a company that tracks gas prices in the U.S., projected Tuesday the national average rate on Memorial Day will be $3.08 per gallon. The company said in a press release that the rate will be the lowest it has been on Memorial Day in 4 years. But when the prices are adjusted for inflation and in exclusion of 2020's level, it will be the lowest since 2003. Gas Buddy noted the COVID-19 pandemic heavily influenced 2020's rates. From Memorial Day to Labor Day, the average price for a gallon of gas in the U.S. will reportedly be $3.02. An average rate of less than $3 per gallon will be possible on some days, especially towards the second half of summer, according to the company. Gas Buddy explained that lower crude oil costs, economic uncertainty, and an increase in oil production from the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and the potential for a deal to restrict Iran's nuclear programs are influencing this year's gas prices. OpenAI is signaling its intention to go big on hardware with its biggest acquisition to date. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman announced a $6.5 billion deal to acquire IO, an AI device startup founded last year by former Apple design chief Johnny Ive. The goal, to build a new family of products for the age of artificial general intelligence. Ive, who started the company alongside other ex-Apple designers, will take on deep creative and design responsibilities across OpenAI and IO. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman called Ive the greatest designer in the world in an ex-post, saying he was excited to try to create a new generation of AI-powered computers. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.